Hi friends. So the knitting project is as hard as I expected it to be. Um, you have to drop stitches, and if you don't drop the right stitches, then your knitting's going to unravel. Yeah, the first row where I was dropping stitches didn't come out right, so I had to rip out about 6 rows, but I was able to salvage some, about this much. So now I got smart. I'm gonna I'm gonna help this person with her pattern because yeah. Um, so I put markers in there for the repeats so that if I get off track, I won't I will know it before I get all the way to the end of the row. So that should help a lot. So when you drop the stitches, if you drop the correct stitches, then it looks like that. So we'll see, but putting the stitch markers in there every 24 stitches really helped the situation. So I'm making progress. It's going to take a long time because it's supposed to be a long scarf or shawl, but at least I think I know what I'm doing. So here's an update on my butternut squash bed. As you may know, I planted my plants in a raised bed. I planted 9 plants, and that was way too many because they're very healthy and they are spreading all over the place. I was able to train some of them up the pole there, and some of them are just grabbing a hold of that deer fence. So I hope the deer fence will hold. I do have extra deer fence if it comes down, but hopefully it will hold. I see a garlic scape there that we all forgot. I had some in my asparagus omelet this morning. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some butternut squash. I did see some tiny ones yesterday. They're so cute. So there's hope because it's still June, and so they have all summer to grow. And the spaghetti squash are looking really good. I've never grown spaghetti squash, so it's very exciting. And they are going to reach the top of this trellis, so I am super excited about that trellis. And the red curry squash are looking good too. Never grown those either, but I understand they're going to turn dark red when they are ready to pick. And there's lots of blooms on the yellow zucchini, and lots of yellow zucchini growing. So soon I will be able to pick them for my breakfast. The beans have definitely reached the top of that fence, and they are folding over the top, so everything's growing. Not very many patty pan squash growing. They're the ones that are kind of scalloped around the edges, look like little spaceships. If you look very closely, you'll see a teeny tiny one right there. There's not very many yet. And of course the red orac is getting super tall. I do need to let at least one of them grow really tall because I need it to have a seed pod so I can save seeds for next year. So maybe I shouldn't have planted it so close to the beans, but I think they'll be okay. Today is the day we wait all year for, and that is cherry picking day. The cherry picking was actually better than I thought because they said the crop isn't very good, probably because of the very late hard frost. But I picked almost 13 pounds in less than 30 minutes. So I thought that was pretty good. And I would have picked more because I would love to have more. But it's 84 degrees right now, and I was hot and sweaty, and I don't enjoy that. So I quit when my box was filled to almost overflowing. So Fruit Acres, Coloma, Michigan. You can take I-94. I took Red Arrow because I prefer that. And so go check it out. In case you're wondering what I do with the cherries, I have this nifty pitter that pits 4 at a time. So you just put 4 cherries in there and then you close it and the pits pop out. And it's not 100% accurate, so I always try to double check each one, but it does quite a good job. So if you need a cherry pitter, I recommend this one. Well, if you're thinking about going to pick cherries at Fruit Acres, I just read on Facebook that there aren't many left because so many of us picked today. So they're not charging admission tomorrow. Today they were charging $5 admission, and then you got it back if you picked at least 5 pounds. So good luck.